Hello. Today's lesson is 11-1, our first lesson of the new unit on shapes and lines. And today's lesson is lines and line segments. Today you will learn about points and lines. Where do you see lines and parts of lines in the world around you? Students had lots of good ideas, not just what's on my pictures there. A number line is a line. How do you describe a number line? We talked about how number lines are straight and they go as far as they need to go. They could really go to any number. We made a number line that went just from 10 to 12. It looked like that. I wanted to make sure students put arrows on either side because that's part of our lesson today. So they put the arrows in and labeled it. Now draw a line that crosses the number line. Students drew a line like this. Draw a line that does not cross the number line. So they had parallel lines there. And then we wanted to look at one place on a line there. Look at the place where the lines cross. They're pointing to it there. Do you know what we call that place? Students weren't sure what the math term for that place is, but it's called a point. Any exact position is called a point. So where they cross is a point, but there's another point there, and that's even a point. In fact, anywhere along the number line is a point. A line. We can define the word line as a set of points continuing endlessly in two directions. Really important to understand that definition. A line is a set of points, meaning anywhere along that line you could have a point. You could even have them in between the yellow circles that I put on there. Anywhere on that line is a point. And the other thing to remember is that it continues endlessly in two directions. Notice that the arrows on above the 10 and the 12 are highlighted because I really want you to notice those. I wanted students to notice those. Those arrows are a symbol that tells us the line goes on forever. Really important to understand that line does not stop where the arrows are. It just keeps going. It keeps going forever. We're only seeing part of it because we only have a certain amount of space to look at the line. But a line with arrows at the end goes on forever in two directions. That's a picture of the line too. I highlighted it at the bottom. A line segment is a little different. A line segment is a part of a line that begins at one point and ends at another point. Hey, I thought of some other things that had segments. Segment means something that's part of something bigger or longer. Worms have segments. Oranges have segments. Even these logs floating in the water, if you think about them, are a segment of something bigger. We puzzled over it for a minute, but then we realized they're segments from trees. They're just part of the tree trunk. So there again is a picture of a line segment in the definition for you. Intersecting lines are lines that cross at one point. I see intersecting lines on this page. Here's some pictures of intersecting lines. Lots of funny ones here. You wouldn't think that a little fence like those birds are sitting on could be intersecting, but they are. There's some intersecting lines there. And on the train tracks and the toy pickup sticks. Even on the grass. Definitely some beautiful intersecting lines on the baseball diamond. Oh, our favorite intersecting lines. This is our school. Intersecting lines are lines that cross at one point. So there they are crossing where it's yellow. That's intersecting lines. Parallel lines, on the other hand, are two lines that never cross. So even though you can't see the whole line, you can see that they go right alongside each other and they will never cross no matter how big we draw them. Here's some pictures of parallel lines that I thought of. Oh, funny little Valentine I found. Parallel lines have so much in common. It's a shame that they'll never meet. Cute. So there's a picture of the parallel lines. We practiced with this. We found a point, a line segment. We found intersecting lines, parallel lines. Pause the video and find those things for yourself. We had one other picture to practice on. This was a picture that was fun to find all those things on as well. So pause the video, see if you can find an example of all those different things in this picture. We reminded ourselves to use the top of the page, and that was it for today.